The franchise model, it's a thing of beauty when it comes to scaling a business. It's built on a formula that just works. But let's be honest, that formula is under more pressure today than ever before. We're really at a critical moment, an inflection point, where the old playbook just isn't cutting it against these new economic and operational challenges. So this really isn't about how well your network is doing right now. The real question, the one that should be on your mind, is this. Is your franchise network actually built to handle what's coming next? Is it ready for the pressures of tomorrow? Okay, let's look at the hard numbers, because they tell a story. A huge 87% of your franchisees are saying that inflation is hitting their bottom line and hitting it hard. You can see their margins getting squeezed from every possible direction. And while that's happening, more than a third of all franchise systems are openly admitting they're struggling with brand consistency. And let's be really clear here, that's not just some marketing buzzword. It's a direct threat to your most valuable asset, the promise that your brand delivers the same great experience, no matter where a customer finds you. And here is the real kicker. Even though we all know technology is the answer, 42% of franchise organizations say that just getting the tech adopted is their single biggest operational nightmare. They know they need it, but the very way franchising is structured makes it incredibly difficult to roll out across the whole system. So when you start adding these things up, the inflation, the inconsistency, the slow tech adoption, you see exactly where we are. Franchising is truly at a crossroads, stuck in this tough balancing act between growing the brand, keeping it consistent, and making sure every single franchisee is actually profitable. Let's just break this dilemma down a bit more. Brand dilution? That's not some abstract idea. It's a real financial risk when one bad customer experience at one location damages the reputation of the entire network. Rising costs are a constant, grinding battle for your operators. And that communication, the goldmine of feedback from the people on the front lines, it so often gets lost on its way up to corporate, and that leads to decisions that just don't reflect reality. And all this creates something we call the technology adoption paradox. Think about it. The intense economic pressure on your franchisees makes it harder for them to invest in the very technology that would solve their problems in the first place. It's this incredibly frustrating vicious cycle, a system-wide stalemate that ends up weakening the entire brand. But what if the answer wasn't another piece of tech for your franchisees to buy and figure out? What if it was a total strategic shift deployed by you from the top down? Well, this is where a centralized AI solution completely changes the game. So the shift really looks like this. We're moving from the old way, a network of separate, decentralized problems and spotty tech adoption, to a new way, centralized intelligence that empowers perfect execution at the local level. You build the intelligence once at the corporate level, and everyone in the network benefits from it instantly. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This completely reframes the value of your franchise fee. It stops feeling like a tax on sales just for using the brand name, and it becomes a technology subscription. You're delivering powerful ROI-driving tools directly to your franchisees, which makes your entire franchise offering that much more valuable and justifies every single penny they pay you. And this creates this amazing network effect. The system becomes a living, learning organism. Every customer interaction across every single location generates data. That data flows back to you, anonymized, giving you these incredible insights to make the AI smarter. Then you push those improvements out to the entire network instantly. The system is constantly learning and growing, and everyone benefits. Let's look at how this centralized strategy just wipes your biggest challenges off the board. Worried about brand inconsistency? A single brand-trained AI ensures a perfect, compliant script on every call, period. Battling high operating costs? You automate all those repetitive tasks that burn out your best employees. And all that revenue you're losing from missed calls, with a 24/7 system, you never, ever miss a lead again. Okay, theory is great, but this is about putting more money in your franchisees' pockets. It's about driving real-world profitability at the unit level. So let's jump into some real-world examples of how this is already working. So let's take a look at the QSR world. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken had a classic problem. The drive-thru would get jammed up during peak hours, and human error in order taking was costing them money. Their solution? A conversational AI to take the orders. And the results? The AI hit a 95% order accuracy rate.
Now compare that to the human average, which is about 84.4%. That jump isn't just about making customers happier. It's a direct reduction in food waste, which means lower costs. And, of course, the AI never forgets to upsell, driving up the average ticket size on every single order.
Okay, now let's switch gears to home services. In this industry, it's brutally simple. A missed call is a lost job. That's it. When a homeowner has a burst pipe, they don't leave a message. They just call the next name on the list. The challenge is being the company that answers the phone 24/7. So what happens when you deploy an always-on virtual dispatcher? The result is simple, but it is so powerful. 100% of calls get answered. The AI qualifies the lead, understands the problem, and books the job right into the franchisee's calendar with zero manual effort. Every single potential customer is captured.
Look, these unit-level wins are incredible. But the real power, the true magic, happens when you scale this intelligence across your entire network. This is how you build more than just a profitable business. You build a true, sustainable strategic advantage, a competitive moat for your entire brand.
Just imagine this for a second. A virtual franchise manager. This is an internal-facing AI, and you've trained it on everything. Your whole operations manual, all your brand guidelines, your marketing playbooks. Now a franchisee can ask it anything, day or night, and get an instant, correct, policy-compliant answer. Think about how much that reduces the burden on your corporate support teams, and think about how much faster a new franchisee can get up and running. And this right here, this is the flywheel that builds your moat. It all starts with those interactions happening at the local level. All that data gets aggregated by you at corporate. You start to uncover system-wide trends, what customers are really asking for, where the friction points are. And then, and this is the key, you use those insights to instantly make the AI better for everyone. It's a continuous loop of improvement that your competition just can't keep up with. So where does all this lead? Well, it's about so much more than just being more efficient. It's about fundamentally redesigning your franchise network to be smarter, stronger, and truly ready for whatever comes next. Because, let's be real, the future of this industry is becoming crystal clear. It's going to be divided into two camps, the AI haves and the AI have-nots. And those who have a centralized intelligence platform are going to have an almost unfair advantage in efficiency, in consistency, and in growth. At the end of the day, this isn't really a technology decision. It's a strategic decision. It's a choice to build a more profitable, more scalable, and a much more durable franchise system for the long haul. The tools are here. The path is clear. So really, the only question left is, which one will yours be?